All right, hello, good evening, everyone. It's me, Kelvin. So our market POV is back. But of course, the market POV is not the Malaysia side. KLSE market POV, I only do it for my own clients. And today, right now, for this SGX market POV, so it's a public live stream. So I hope you guys enjoy this. And before I start, I would like to share with you guys on a bit of my trading method and also analysis. So my method, I don't look into fundamental, purely look into the price and volume of it because from my experience that price and volume is always reacting faster than news because news is already out, and most of the time when we look into the news, right, the news will always be announced, and then after that the market, the price is maybe the stock price will start to go down lower, right? So that's always what happened, and that is what we are doing here right now. Okay, avoid any of the news, all right, and also just look into price and volume, and also I'm not looking into a midterm in this session. We are just looking to short term, probably just 1 week and below, and the price movement, all those. Okay, so I don't use any resistance or support line. I'm not going to draw that. I'm not using the previous high as a resistance or maybe turn to support. I'm not using the previous low as a support or turn into a resistance. I'm not using any MA. I can open up the my chart and let you have a look into it. You can see if you look into those that I have is only price and volume. That's it. Okay, as simple as that. Because these are the most pure information and data for us to look into it and for us to analyze. And most of the time, why I don't use the what you call it, the indicators, all those, is because the indicators are often too late, very laggy. All right, and also it's indecisive. It can be going down, it can be going up. I'm not using any chart pattern as well because chart pattern is always a form of strategies that a lot of us, every one of us, we know about it. Okay, every one of us, we use this, all right, as the way for trade, enter trade, resistance breakout, chart pattern breakout, then we enter into a trade. So most of the time you can see right after the resistance breakout, the price will start to fall. So I find it is not that reliable. Okay, even in Malaysian market or maybe in Singapore market or even in US or Hong Kong market as well. All right, so that's why I stopped using it. So what I do here is that I'll just use the price and volume, and I'm not just looking into like the daily chart of it. I'm also looking at the 5 minute charts. Most importantly is the 5 minute charts, knowing where the volume that actually comes from. Like for example, if you have been following my investing note, you will find that I've shared multiple stocks like SATS, saying that showed there's a bottom form, price and volume with price and volume supporting, and then it hit the target. The price actually moved up to 2.49, but don't look into the target here. Okay, the 2.49 target that I set over here is just a rough for us to look into it. All right, the when should we exit is always looking back into the charts, the price and volume movement, to see where is the selling that is coming in, then we exit. Or if let's say for example like Genting Singapore, I on 26th of October I say that it will be a sign of short-term resistance at about 0.88 and 885. So at this point over here I enter into a short DLC. So for Malaysian viewers, you might not know what is DLC. DLC is actually derivative, a daily leverage certificate, if I'm not mistaken. All right. So this one we can go short selling. So if let's say the price going down, then we can go on to that. So this is how we find the top, and also how we look into the 5 minute charts to find the bottom as well. So as you can see, the point that we started here is when the price is marking up. So that's where we enter, all right, for trades for a bottom, and this is where we go for shorts, and then the price goes down lower. Okay, so myself here, I if when I look into SGX, I will not at the moment here right now, it's just trying out. So I will not look into, if let's say I do trades, okay, I will not trade the mother shares. I will look into a DLC. Okay, excuse me, which are all this over here, DLC. So why I look into DLC is because you can see the price are relatively lower. So let's say for this one, Genting Singapore short certificate is only like 42.5 cents. All right, 42.5 cents for here. Of course, you see that it's not very liquid, but don't worry, because it's something like structured warrant where the issuers have to actually buy the price. If let's say buy your orders, if let's say you put it at a lower price, or maybe at a lower price than the market rate, okay, and you can see using this way is much better. You can see at first at this point over here on 21st show sign of short-term support for Genting Singapore, so you can trade both way. So that at that time I enter for I didn't mention the DLC here. Okay, at that time I enter into a long DLC. Okay, so as I mentioned at this point, so long DLC position, so we close our long DLC position on 26 and then open a short DLC position on 26. Okay, so this is how we shift and how we can make the profit, not to say make the profit, take advantage of the market, whether it's up and down. So in the way, this is how we can outperform the market much more better. You can see if you're comparing to KLCI, right now the portfolio is 7.8%, but KLCI is only 1.45%. And if you're comparing, of course, all of this portfolio over here is for SGX, the DLC short-term trading. So if you compare with SDI, then SDI is actually minus 2.24, but we have a 7.8% over here. So we still have open position here. So we are still looking at it. I don't see any of the bottom yet. It's formed for Genting Short and SATS, okay, Singapore Airport Terminal something. All right, it's not showing any sign of peak yet. So that's why we continue to hold. Have the open position here. So these are the track records here. You can see. So most of the time we can have like profits, and you don't see any of the dividend returns over here. So this is something that is good. So we have started to look into this since early of October, but then I have a bit of, I didn't follow up, didn't look into it during like in the mid of it, because I was having some things to do. So after that, it's more frequent on trading into this Singapore DLC side. Okay, so that's how I trade. Okay, so you know how I do it, and you know all this right now. So I'm going to jump into the top active list and then to look into it, which one are the good stocks that we can, they will show the potential to mark it up higher. Because one of the major and most major problem for a lot of retail investors is because they will find that you do not know whether they will continue to mark up higher or not. So you worry that you are chasing high, or maybe you're worried that you are buying at the low and the price goes lower. So that's why this is why I'm looking into the top active list, and then we can see like whether it's going to have a price rebound, and then whether it's going to be sustained and move it up higher. All right, so as you can see, I always like to put the falling stocks, okay, the losers at the top, the gainers at the bottom. The reason is because those that appeared in the top active stocks, top active list, are those stocks that they are already attracted retail investors attention. So retail investors are in, so that then they will actually start to jump into it. Okay, so since we're gonna start from those gainer first. So we have like Samcorp over here. Let's look into it. So in the daily chart itself, it looks very nice, where you can see that the price is marked up higher with high volume. So it seems very bullish. So, but stop, wait first. How we look into this is that we will look into the 5-minute charts to understand where does this high volume actually comes in from. So if we look into the 5-minute charts, today the high volume are coming mainly from these two over here. The highest volume is when it hits the peak here, and then the second high volume, it comes from here. All right, the price still marking up higher, so it doesn't show any sign that they want to sell the shares, which means that there's no sign that with the high volume, price is down. So major high volume is actually coming from pushing up the price. Okay, so that is actually a positive signal to us, to tell us that, okay, they are not trying to churn the volume to attract the retail investors to come in yet. And then of course the last 5 minutes over here, there's a high volume, so usually this is the matching time. So these are the time where the portfolio manager or the fund manager, they are doing a lot of balancing that is going on. So that's why you will find that, wow, there's a high volume. Okay, so these are the at this point over here, it doesn't really affect much. I don't really take into account on this. The reason is because the high volume during the last 5 matching hours is they are doing the balancing. All these fund manager, they are going in for longer term. But for my point of view, for my trading method is more for short term, within 1 week. So their decision to go for long, it doesn't really affect my decision or trading decision in the short term. So that's why I am not going to take into account on their volume. Okay, so but looking at this, it seems very good. They still want to mark up higher, because in the past few days behind, they have successfully formed a bit of yesterday actually they formed a bottom. I didn't get to share it out, but into investing notes, so that's why doesn't matter, because yesterday I was a bit busy going here and there. All right, so Samcorp still have looking at the price and volume wise, it seems like they still have intention to mark up higher. So take note into that. How far can they go? Then we need to monitor every day. Okay, as a trader, we need to react to the market every day. So when they are showing sign that they are selling, like how I did it for Genting Singapore, knowing that the price is hitting the peak, selling pressure coming in, then we jump out. Okay, then we know that, okay, they are ready to sell. So you don't have to wait for, like, you know, the candlestick pattern and things like that it comes in, because or confirmation that is coming in. The confirmation, everything is in the 5-minute charts. So the 5-minute charts, if you know how to read the price and volume, basically it's very simple for you to trade. Very simple for you to understand the big boys' intention behind, so you will know what are they trying to do. Okay, so looking at this Olam group over here, so it doesn't show, seems like it doesn't show any sign that they having selling pressure coming in, or actually basically here 415 yesterday it shows up, and then here it shows a bit of like a bit volume of throwing down, but after that they have high volume that is pushing up higher. This one itself, the idea behind of why high volume at the high price is at the high price and the price doesn't move up higher, is because these are telling us that if this is a very bullish stocks, they will try to push it up higher. But why are they not pushing up higher or closing at a higher point? Just like all this over here, high volume comes in, but the price is closing at the high side. So why are they not doing this? Okay, so these are things that is very dangerous for me to see, because it shows that they have high volume comes in, they can close at a higher point, but seems like someone is selling it down. So selling pressure is actually coming into these stocks. So you have to be extra careful. Usually for us, once we see this, then we quickly get out, even though we might miss out some of the profit, like maybe 6 cents of profit over here, but it doesn't matter because it's showing sign of people selling. So whenever there are selling pressure that is coming in, then we have to get out, because they will actually sell it down. And why I have this thinking is because usually the selling pressure is not done by retail investor, because retail investor will not have the buying pressure that can actually push it up higher. Of course, yes, every one of us, if we gather together, yes, we do have that kind of power or the influence, the price to mark up higher or maybe the price to fall. But the problem is that every one of us, we do not know each other, so we will not enter and sell at the same time, because our expected value, our expected profit target, our cut loss point will be different. So you can't say that the buying pressure that is moving up is actually from the retail investor. It's mainly from the big boys. Well, of course, the big boys can be multiple. It can be like fund manager, it can be like institutional fund, it can be a lot of different reasons. Okay, so next one, so since okay, Olam Sembcorp seems like they still have a bit of potential markup higher, but Olam is actually lesser because they have a bit of not logic kind of price movement that is coming. Okay, so AZTech. Okay, so from here, high volume comes in, and then we need to see where does the volume actually come from. If the volume actually comes from something like this, which I don't really like, where they just mark up higher in the morning and then throughout the whole day they just move sideways, these are the things that I don't really like. Because morning, why is there a lot of high volume comes in? Is because this is when they are attracting to attract the buyers, okay, attention, because the retail investor will get notice later on to know that, wow, the price move up today from this AZAC tag, and then they start to look into it. They think like, okay, maybe they want to mark up higher, and then they do a bit of volume once in a while to create that kind of urgency to buy for the retail investor, to get them to come in. So that's why I don't really like those stocks that they mark up higher in the morning and then throughout the whole day they just go sideways. These are the stocks that they are attracting buyers here, okay? Because in the market, it's always the big boys taking advantage of the small boys like us, okay, the retail investors. That's my school of thought, okay, that's my principle. So if you have your own, then yes, okay, that is yours. So I'm not going to change you, but if you agree with me, then maybe we can look into it together. Okay, next one, Wilmar. We need to zoom out to see this. Okay, 2 days before there's a high volume showdown, but that was about 450, so still okay. And then these are today. Okay, this is today. High volume, price not marking higher, so they're just staying here. So I think Wilmar is going to have a bit of start to have a bit of a price fall that is coming in. So be careful. All right. So I might have the danger stocks. Next one, penny stock. I'm not so sure about how. I didn't actually really look into the penny stocks, or cent or 20% stocks in Singapore market. The reason is because you guys have DLC, right? So I'm Malaysian, okay, by the way. So that's why I say you guys. You guys have DLC. So DLC wise, if let's say those like blue chip stocks, why I can look into that, why I don't look into that, right? Okay. But okay, look into this JetFar. JetFar, they have very high volume here on this at this day. On this time, 11 o'clock, but the price is not going up anywhere. Such a high volume, but why price not moving up higher? Attracting buyers. Okay, so they are churning volume here. So be careful with JetFar. Okay, so JetFar, Wilmar, okay, be careful. Is that global? Is that tech? Right? Not. I forgot what is it. You guys play back and see. Okay, because looking into too many stocks, you won't remember what is it. Okay, so this one have a price fall right after that. So let's look into 5-minute charts. Previously, they have the price fall. The price peak hit on 26. Then 27, they start to have a price fall. Let's look into it. 27, 30th, and November. So we can see the bottom is actually formed here. So today is just the first day of the price up, which is a very good one. So I think UMS over here, they will have the intention to mark it up higher. So it's a potential stocks here. Okay. Of course, like Sembcorp, Olam, they have already marked up higher. So of course you might be afraid that you are chasing hard. So what I will do, if let's say in my point of view, is that for this UMS over here is a better choice for me to look into it, because they are just started to have a confirmation just right after the bottom is formed in the 5-minute charts. So I'm going to check this out. Okay, UMS. I'm gonna add this into a portfolio. Okay, I don't have final distributor. Go into watch list first. Wait, my watch list have anything inside there or not? Portfolio, my watch list. Okay, I'm just gonna use this for Singapore stocks. So UMS actually a good one right now at the moment. So let's look into others. CSE Global. CSE Global. Wow, this is not a good. We don't have to look in this kind of price movement. We don't have to look into the 5-minute charts to know that the price is not going to mark up higher. Same thing. Throughout the whole day, the price going up and down with such a high volume comes in. Why the price is not marking higher? So these are the things that we need to know. Questions ourselves when we look into this. Okay, mainly is high volume and price down, high volume, price not going anywhere, so they are attracting buyers. So stay aside, CSE, be careful. Okay, all these trusts and REITs, all this, okay, I'm not sure how they do it. Okay, but in Malaysia side, the big boys will not move the price, because all these trusts and REITs, they have their valuation, different valuation than comparing to the normal stocks. So they always follow back to their, the things. If any one of you know how to do it, how the price movement of this trusts REITs, do let me know. Okay. Next one, Singtel. So Singtel, the price have been marking up a bit. So I was thinking of going in, but the Singtel, if I'm not mistaken, Singtel, the DLC is a bit more expensive, so that's why I choose to go for SATS rather than Singtel. But let's see. This one, 5 o'clock. Okay, high volume, I just ignore. But high volume here, price not marking up high is not a good sign. But this volume here is not as high as when the time they have this. This is. After the price markup, the price retrace, right? But there's a very high volume here, price not marking up higher. So I don't think the recent rebound on this is going to be sustained. So I think from my point of view, it's like they are going to have a further retrace that is going on before an actual price rebound that is coming up for Singtel. Okay, so I'll just put it aside first. Doesn't mean that it's dangerous, but these are just for short-term view of my point. Okay. Next one, Thai beverage. Thai beverage. These are usually what I call piano keys. Thai beverage. This is very high volume here when the price is at the low, but the volume right now, price is not marking higher, is actually same as the time when they have the bottom is formed. So it's not good. Okay, it's not good. Not a good signal. Because they have the same high volume, but why the price is not going up higher? And yeah, attracting buyers. Okay, Genting Singapore, which I'm still looking at it. Like my point of view of it is more towards the downside. So I'm not sure about today. Let's take a look, see whether they have more downside that is coming or they are forming a bottom. If they start to form a bottom, then I will just get out from there, get out from these stocks. But yesterday when I see it, they are not forming any bottom yet. Today seems like a bit of bottom, but it's not really confirmed. So I think they will have a bit of price moving sideways or moving down further, or they are going to trade within this range of 865, 866, 855, around this range. Okay, so I think most probably this week I will just get out from Genting Singapore. So Genting Singapore, what I will do next is that watch for any of the rebound signal that is coming up or the support signal that is coming up in the 5-minute charts, and then re-enter again for the DLC. Okay. Next one, Capital. Oh wow, this one is only 4 cents, so I'm not going to look at it. And then we have SIA. Oh, the expensive one is actually SIA. So SIA enter for the previous one. I'll show you guys later on for the portfolio. So are they forming a bottom here? Doesn't show very firm bottom is formed in the last few days. Because all this high volume is actually coming from here. So mainly those fund managers are doing some balancing that is going on. So still have to put it aside and watch first. Okay. ISO team is only 3 cents. No, I'm not going to look into it. REITs also. This one trust. Okay, this is REITs. No. Marco Polo is 5 cents. So no. Capital Land and Invest. Let me see. Are they... What are they? Investment limited. So I don't think they are real estate investment, real estate funds under management. Funds under management. How is this managed? Listed fund and unlisted fund across. Oh, so it's like a group. Okay, it's a group. So I think we can look into it. But this kind of price movement, don't have to look further to know that they are not going to mark up higher. The price is going to have a fall. So I think this one we can go for maybe a short selling. I'll set 3 cents. I'm not going to look at it. 2 cents is still okay. Agri rest. So agri rest is what? Pardon me, because I'm not on resources. I only look into start looking into Singapore market is the past 1 to 2 years back, because I'm trying to use my way of trade analysis into it, and then I find that it works. And then recent years, SGX came out the DLC, which is, I find that wow, it's more interesting. So that's why it gives me more reason to look into Singapore market. So that's why I'm here right now, sharing about Singapore market. So it's all good. Everything is nice. So yeah. I mean the strategies, the analysis, all this like YZJ, all this are not showing any good sign of it. This kind of price movement, I don't really like it. Trust no. Okay. Yeah, so basically today in my watch list here we have like UMS, which is they are going to have a price rebound on this, but of course we can find a bit more of the stocks by knowing looking at the index, the STI index. Same thing. So I always sort by the price instead of the percentage, because the percentage can be different. Higher value stocks, the percentage can be, they need to move more. The changes need to move more in order to have a higher percentage. But this one, that's why our profit is actually calculated based on every single cent of price movement in that stocks. Okay, based on how much we enter for the how many lot size that we have entered. So that's why it's better to look into the price of it. Okay. The price changes, rather than just the what you call it, the percentage. Okay, so Singtel stats, I'm not going to look into it. Genting Singapore also, Thai Beverage, I've already looked into it. So City Development is not, we haven't looked at it yet. So to find your potential stocks, I always prefer to look at those that is unchanged, or maybe those that is changed or falling, because those actually shows more sign that they are pulling down, so we can enter for, you know, for find better way to find the bottom, not enter. So, and again, this whole session over here is just for sharing purposes or giving out my own opinion. I'm not sharing, you know, offering to buy or sell any shares or recommendation on that. Okay, so you have to do your own analysis and research by yourself. City Development, the 5-minute chart price movement is not very nice. So I'm just gonna skip it. If something that we do not know, then skip. Okay, because there's so many stocks in the market for us to look at it. So why we need to stick to that few of it. ST Engineering, no significant volume, bottom is formed, so I avoid this. Okay, Yuma International, we have looked into it. OCBC Bank, no significant bottom is formed also in the 5-minute charts. I think this one, the price is too huge for us to look at it. Why the trading volume is so low sometime in Singapore? Venture. Don't have to see. This is danger stocks. The price is going to fall. Have a retrace. Hey, if this show that they are going to have a price fall, this one, do they have? Oh yes, they have DLC. So if they have DLC, then it's good. Then we can look into it. But the DLC is like $3 plus, so that's very expensive. Because it's 11 plus. So which means that based on my affordability, I can only look into something that is below $10 stocks. Okay. Like all these Capo Corp. Are they forming bottom? These 2 days, the price is moving very sideways. They have a bottom form here, but then the price really mark up. The price keep on jumping like this. So not a very nice bottom form. So I'll just wait for a nice bottom that is formed first. Then only we look into it. Wow. I don't like to look into this kind of price movement. Like very constant. I call this piano key. It's like a piano key, you see? Like a note. So no. MP Rado, I'm not going to look at it. The rest, I think not so much. Reads all this, I'm not going to look into it. SGX, let's see. Price up. I think there's a few only. Yeah, okay. So UMX is the one that we find. Not a bad one that will be a price rebound shows. So do take note of it, okay? Have a look at it, but it's just for a short-term view, okay? It's not for a long-term or anything of it. So do take note, look into it yourself, all right? Okay, so these are my sharing over here. I hope you guys like my sharing. The way, of course, definitely is very different from a lot of people that is sharing outside, which I don't use indicators, which I don't use any of the traditional way of looking into chart pattern and stuff like that. I just look purely into the price and volume of 5-minute charts. So of course, if you want to understand more, you want to find out more, you can always drop us text or PM us in Facebook. And of course, I think in the description box we have a link there. We have a link there. We have a short course, of course. We have a short course, so you guys can have a look at the short course. Let me find out where's the link for the short course. So the short course is you can apply into Singapore stocks, and also you can apply into Malaysia stocks as well. Okay, so it's a good one. Okay, all right. So wait, let me put that in first. If you have, of course, if you have any questions, because this is a live stream, so basically there's 0 viewers right now. So if you have any question, you can put it in the comment. So we'll reply you in the comment. All right. Then the link, Telegram group, okay, and then Facebook, form, YT for no, not this one. Hey, where is my? Wait, don't call me first. Link in bio. Link in the past on Telegram. Video course, okay. Yeah, this one. How do I get this link? Wait. Set schedule. Okay, I got the link. Okay, so I'm gonna put the link in the. Okay, I'm just gonna put short-term analysis, short-term support and resistance analysis, video course. Okay, so it's saved in the description box right now. So if you want to find out more, go to our description box and or maybe read some of watch some of our old videos. All right, it definitely is going to help you for yourself also. Okay, so if you want us to share anything to add into our market POV, do let us know, and then yeah, we work out on it. Okay, so of course, if you like us, give us a like on this live stream and also subscribe to our YouTube channel, right? And then I'll see you guys next week. Okay, so the one that I find that is showing sign that of support or rebound or bottom is actually UMS. Okay, then the rest of it, of course, you can follow us on our investing notes over here. Okay, so I'll be sharing a lot of my analysis on short-term rebound at this point here. Okay, so find us round and search in our investing notes. And all right, see you guys. Bye bye.
Round and search. True traders react to the market.